5 hours later, I'm still in the parking lot when they come down. And just to see all them big time Hollywood men that I just watched go up there, they all come down off the shuttle and looking. The Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker. Not
When Katt Williams breaks his music silence, it isn't an accusation. It's a signal that something has shifted. For years, his warnings lived inside jokes and interviews, easy to wave off, easier still to laugh at. Now, as court records, federal filings, and long-breed documents tied to Sean Combs and Jeffrey Epstein resurface, those old remarks read less like commentary music and more like context. This isn't about guilt by association. It's about why the same names, the same circles, and the same silences keep resurfacing whenever power is finally forced into the light.
Be here this weekend. It's the Super Bowl. I mean,
Right.
Everybody was his pick, and all of that stuff is going to happen. If he's not at the Super Bowl, that's going to be quite telling, but it doesn't matter if he's here or if he's not. Right now, there's an entire machine that is working to try to find a way to salvage his image.
But that being said, just to kind of just go ahead and get started with it, Jag,
Yeah.
2026, first of all, this new year has been, the world's on fire. As much ice as we've seen, the world is literally on fire. And I mean, from the entertainment to, of course, overseas, the wars, and how everything going on mentally.
You broke up a little bit. I missed what you just said.
How's your mental for the top of the year so far?
My mental?
Let's start with your mental.
I'm fine. Mentally, I see. This is the thing. I have a hard time anytime anybody asks me about my mental, because I've had so many people work so hard to try to make me crazy or say that I'm crazy or put white warrants on me and put me in hospitals. Or have to sit down and do, multiple psych evaluations. So how is my mental doing? My mental's doing great. I'm fine. I think for me, it's frustration, and not even frustration. I can't call it frustration, because that would require me to have some emotional attachment to all of this bullshit that's going on. And I really don't. I have no emotional attachment to this at all. I am, what's the word?
When Katt Williams breaks his silence, it doesn't land like a revelation, it lands like timing. For years, he stood outside the industry's approval economy, using humor to gesture at power without naming it outright. That distance matters now, because jokes once brushed off as noise sit uncomfortably close to official scrutiny. The point isn't that comedy predicts crime, but that outsiders often sense pressure shifting before anyone else does. If humor can pick up on stress fractures before institutions do, what else are we ignoring until it becomes impossible to ignore?
Don't let other people tell you anything else. Chaz was solid as they get. So all these people, you hear somebody on the internet talking about, I had to go step to Chaz. Nigga wasn't step to Chaz with all. So don't believe that bullshit. You understand? When you hear somebody talk about black hands kept New Yorkers safe. I'm telling you, when New Yorkers went out and they had issues and problems, they could call Chaz. Chaz would call a friend and call a friend or do whatever. And that person, if they had their problem, that situation would be eliminated, because Chaz's voice, went all around the country. I traveled with this man. I held down the door at all his parties. You understand? Me, JP, few other guys. You understand? We held down the parties at all. My Slick and the family crew, me, Slick and them, they didn't travel. Slick wasn't getting on the plane like that. But anything that was drivable, we was there. story right here, I'm just letting y'all know, it plays a part on who I am, because I'm writing this, I'm talking about this, because I'm writing about this in the book right now. Yo, this third book is so incredible that, I mean, like, it's heartfelt, you know what I'm saying? People is going to love it. My counterpart is on her way back down here. That's Miss Pleasure. And we're gonna do a car chronicles. When y'all heard about the story that Tupac had Jay-Z scared to come out of his hotel room, that phone call was made to Chaz. Chaz made that phone call to Big D and Eric Beaton. Eric Beaton made that phone call to Suge on behalf of Chaz, because Dame Dash and them had called.
The legal scrutiny surrounding Sean Combs reframes celebrity as infrastructure, not just personality. The allegations describe systems, money, access, leverage, operating with discipline and repetition, not chaos. Seen that way, fame isn't merely visibility, it's insulation. The implications reach beyond any one individual, extending to an ecosystem that normalized music proximity without asking questions. If influence functions like an enterprise, music, who benefits from keeping it stable? And who pays the price when it collapses?
Speak on it, bud.
But what?
But nothing. Because you ain't gonna speak on your friend, don't speak on my shit.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna tell it.
Because you know I know that you know that I know that I know that you know that I know what you know.
Don't play yourself, all right? All right. So now, what I'm trying to get y'all to see and what I'm trying to get y'all to say, I didn't lie. And I told y'all this nigga was messing with young girls.
Yeah, he was.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
I did not lie.
I know this for a fact.
This wasn't no capping shit in the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
You understand? So now when these files come out and they start speaking about these cats dealing with these young girls.
Right. Because the thing about it is, I remember he dealt with Foxy. I remember that. And I think Foxy is younger than me. She's like 14, 15. I remember him like flipping out on her when we was in the tunnel, and I turned around and I looked like, oh wow, because you know I'm always in places that see and hear shit sometimes that I shouldn't be privy to, and it just so happened that day in the tunnel, I was in one of the rooms, boom boom room, you know, Uncle Bob was in there, so yeah, he flipped out on Foxy, and I was just like, oh, wow. You know, it gave me, they fucking with each other. You know, as a female, I was looking at it like, oh, wow, they messing with each other.
I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all in the chat. Y'all snitches.
So.
Don't watch the chat. Forget the chat. Don't watch the chat. Let them do what they, we giving the show.
I like to, you know, talk back. So anyway, now getting back to just being around town. So as far as when it came to me, I partied every day, Monday. We didn't have problems because of, so we didn't wait in line, you know, and then.
The release of materials connected to Jeffrey Epstein forces a distinction the public often resists making. Appearing in documents is not a verdict. Names can surface as contacts, witnesses, or incidental mentions. Yet the reputational fallout is immediate. That ambiguity is exactly where power thrives, somewhere between suspicion music and proof. The deeper issue isn't guilt by association. It's the density of elite networks that keep turning up around the same corridors of access. When information arrives incomplete, are we equipped to read it with discipline instead of impulse?
With Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z in Florida, claiming an incident occurred in the mid-1990s, approximately 1996, and then Pusha T, the same or another caller identified Pusha T has a handler, someone who establishes friendships with victims for Harvey Weinstein and alleged he was present during a drugging and sexual assault incident in 2007. So all of this is alleged. This is just what somebody called in and said.
But the problem with this is this. Right now, they got somebody called in and somebody filed a lawsuit saying that they seen me hiding bodies for P. Diddy. And I have to actually go to court. Somebody said, like with the case that I'm dealing with right now with Ashley Parham. She come up with all of these different details. She seen Drewski on the slip and slide. You feel me? I'm there pointing guns at Diddy and all these people. This type of stuff shouldn't even be allowed to come out because this is hearsay. You know what I'm saying? So for them to say she woke up with Pusha T, Jay-Z, and Weinstein, bro, Pusha T is not no handler like that, bro. That's not what he do, bro. Anybody who's been around know that. Because when I was with Teyana Taylor, she was signed when I was security. She was signed to Ye and Pusha T. She was with them all the time, bro. No, I never seen none of that. And I would know, bro. I would know. Because the guy who was trying to sell the sex tape, guy come to me with this. None of this stuff right here never came up. You know what I'm saying? Weinstein used to date Halle Berry. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
That's a fact. Well, they all sleep together in the industry like that. But you know, you gotta be careful when you playing with Sean Carter though, man. He too calculated for that. I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see that because then what was the outcome of that?
At the highest levels of fame, silence is rarely an accident. It's engineered through contracts, brand risk, and mutual exposure. Invitations, charity galas, and social proximity create a culture where belonging is rewarded and dissent quietly gets priced out. Williams' commentary lands because it points away from individuals and toward tolerance itself as a business model. If silence can be bought with opportunity, who sets the price? And who can actually afford to say no?
Right, and you would think, like, if this Epstein thing, you would think if it was real on this island, there would be more people. Where are all the people who were okay with that? Nobody else is being arrested. Nobody, not no other people are being arrested.
The only thing we saw,
it's just crazy.
Very crazy. The only real consequences that we saw was with Prince Andrew.
Okay.
He lost his statesmanship title, got kicked out the castle, but that's it. That's
Andrew Tate said that if Trump really released all the names of all the people who are really involved in this, it would just bring down America because so many powerful people are in these files and they did scandalous things that it would just destroy America and ultimately destroy the world.
I believe what he means by that is stock market will crash first day. You know, a lot of things will affect the financial market, which could lead to crisis. The issue with that is, you know, I'm having a real hard time with this whole situation because it's people getting mentioned who I've been working with. Like I just seen Andrew Tate with Piers Morgan saying that everybody listed in the Epstein files, including you, Piers, need to be held accountable. Now, before Piers Morgan just fell and broke his hip, we was about to do a show. And they was talking about me being an investigative journalist for Piers Morgan, traveling to places. And it's like, wait a second. Piers was listed in this? And I'm trying to get information on that because these aren't really like damning files when it comes to making sure you finding out somebody's a pedophile. This is really like clout chasing.
Rumors circulate endlessly, but records carry weight. The moment claims intersect with filings, warrants, or sworn statements. They shift from spectacle to scrutiny. That shift doesn't prove anything, it demands process. Williams' role here isn't evidentiary, it's directional, pointing toward where attention eventually lands. When documentation surfaces late, does it reveal something new, or does it simply confirm what careful observers had already noticed?
Well, what's been going on with you? I know you got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, man. So basically, a lot of shows, a lot of filming, dropping a lot of content. We got the show. I got a show on Cameron's network reporting the news on the You're Welcome network. So me and Ro got that deal. So we doing daily news event, like whatever going on in the world, you know. So that's cool. We got the paranormal show. So I'm actually we film an episode. I'm gonna shoot you a couple episodes to see how it works, because we go out in the field, night vision goggles, thermal cameras, and you know, we on the paranormal hunt looking for UFOs, Bigfoot, skinwalkers, whatever people say, we pull up to go investigate. So we got that going. Off the Grid Network is going up. They got me, Charleston White, and 607 Unc in a movie. That's coming. Once again, thanks to you, you feel me? Like, ever since I hit the Camp Capone News platform, you gave me solid advice about staying consistent, don't take breaks, and how, like, no matter you said, bro, I get tired, bro, but I just I kept going, and bro, I got no complaints, bro, it's lit. You know, I'm having the time of my life, I'm helping people, you feel me? Helping my community, we still bringing kids home. It's going down, Cam, it's going down.
Man, that's what's up, man. I'm really glad to hear that you kept going, you kept pushing. It's rough business, man, if you don't work, man. It is.
You know, it really is, Cam. But you know, I feel like